Hey, I want to take some time today to talk to everyone out there about a little dilemma that I am facing personally right now. It seems I might have to change my everyday carry handgun. I know what you're saying. The Yankee Marshal changes carry gun. Oh my God, that never happens. But I might be forced to. Now, I know a lot of you are aware that I live in Washington, and you might be thinking, did the standard capacity magazine ban pass? And that's why you have to change your carry gun? No, it didn't pass. Don't worry about that yet. And plus, that's not geared at taking away people's handguns anyway. That's geared at taking away your rifles, your magazine-fed rifles that you might actually need if you ever have to fight back against a tyrannical government. That's what they're trying to do there. Even though it's mostly handguns that are used in violent crimes involving a firearm, they're going after your rifles under the guise of trying to fight violence and mass shootings, etc. But that aside, like I said, I'm facing a dilemma here where I might have to change my personal carry gun. As most of you are aware, I used to drive a Jeep JKU. Now, with all my vehicles, I like to add a little bit of flair. I like to add a little bit of my own personality to them. With my Jeep, I added a little bit of a Punisher theme. I'm a big Punisher fan. I added quite a few little Punisher touches here and there on it. The skulls were plentiful on the vehicle. Now, after I did that, of course, this spurred a lot of the YouTube trolls to go, oh, Punisher's so overdone, and you're jumping on the Punisher bandwagon, and it's so passe, and you've got no originality. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. To those people, I would always say, as politely as possible, I'm old. I've been a fan of the Punisher since long before you squirted out of your Uncle Daddy's nutsack into some inbred backwoods hillbilly prostitute who then gave birth to you on a rock somewhere. I've been a Punisher fan for a long time. Well, since my Jeep was done in a Punisher theme, of course my carry gun has to match the theme of my vehicle, right? I mean, we all know that. But luckily, the Punisher's carried pretty much everything. Pretty much any gun you can think of has been associated with the Punisher at one time or another. And the gun I was carrying most recently while driving my Jeep was my Smith & Wesson 329-44 Magnum. I love this gun. Just love it all around. It's just an awesome carry gun, especially when it comes to 44 Magnum carry guns. Well, that worked, went together really well, but I changed vehicles. I recently bought a new Dodge Challenger. And since I usually like to add my own little touch to a vehicle, and this vehicle was in the zombie green or sublime green, as us Mopar fans know it, I decided to go with a zombie-related theme, an Umbrella Corp theme from Resident Evil. I added some vinyl graphics on the hood, on the doors. I added various stickers to the car. I put seatbelt covers on it. I've added license plate trim. I even changed out the badging on the car to match the theme and did other little things like valve caps and even made some custom hazardous material emblems for my center caps of my wheels. Like I said, did it out in an Umbrella Corp Resident Evil theme. Well, because of that, there's not a lot of guns associated with Resident Evil. In fact, there's really pretty much only one gun, as most Resident Evil fans can tell you, and that is the Samurai Edge Beretta. And since that is the only gun associated with the Umbrella Corp theme, which is now the theme of my vehicle, I think I might be forced to change my carry gun to my Umbrella Corp themed gun, my Samurai Edge Beretta. Now, as you can see, this is my own personal take on the Samurai Edge. This is a Beretta 96 A1 that has been converted to 357 SIG with a stainless steel conversion barrel, which was sent to me by a viewer. So this would be a good gun to go with the Resident Evil theme. So the choice I'm left with now is actually switch to the gun that matches the theme of my vehicle, or like some genetically deficient redneck, stick to a gun that's got nothing to do with the theme of my vehicle, my 329 Smith & Wesson. What would you do? Would you make the right choice and switch to the gun that matches the theme here, or would you stick with the Smith & Wesson? Let me know in the comment section below.